nice day! It's G-Nice again! Is your day nice? Of course, because it's your G-Nice! Hello everybody! It's been a long time that I didn't make any content due to a busy schedule in school, and now I'm still on a break. I got the opportunity to give time to vlogging and making some meaningful content. I think a lot of people who suggest this content, I posted on my Facebook story on what content to make, and the content that gained a lot of reaction is love. Next is motivational. Next is random stories, and the winner is love. Love truly wins. So yeah, I came to realize when I was still in my first year college, I have this profile picture, and my caption there was, "Let's educate heart, not just mind." So it's kind of okay. Disclaimer, I'm not a love guru or expert in this field. I will just give to you guys the learnings I have, the insights I gained from the readings and references that I watched and read. So yes, here we go. Okay, so now our topic would be, how would I know if it's true love? How would I know if I'm truly in love with the person? In Tagalog, paano ko malalaman kung ito ba ay tunay na pag-ibig? It cannot be denied that many young individuals today are left with a question on what true love really is, right? If we are to observe, couples who are in a relationship are getting younger and younger, and meaning kahit ang babata pa ay napaka-vocal and showing about love and relationships. And we can mostly saw this on social medias, right? Especially on TikToks, Facebook, na may pasabi pang caption, nasa blah 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 and true love. Nasa chu and true love. The question is, do you understand what it means to truly love? Okay, so now, if you are that someone who wants to find out if you are really in love, signifying if the person you're dating or wanted to date is the right one for you, and the one you're going to marry someday. Is he the right one? Is she the right one? This is not just for the girls, but also for the both sexes. So are you ready to know? Come on, and let's discover. Ano nga bang love? What is love? Yes, what is really love? This time, I will discuss to you the distinction between the 4 types of love. And what are these 4 types of love? First, we have the storge, which simply means being fond of someone. It means familial love, the bond among mother, father, sons, daughters, sisters, and brothers. It is the mutual love of parents and their children. This is the love that allows a parent to instinctively love their child no matter what. So when we say storge love, it is just being fond of loving someone in a brotherly manner. So the second one is philia. What is filial love? Filial love is the love of friendship or platonic love. This type of love begins with interactions between 2 strangers trying to find common ground. In some cases, filial love can be the building block to eros love. So philia is the friendship love. According to what was stated, it is the building block to the eros love. So what is eros love? Eros love is the one closest to common English definition of love. It's the intense and passionate love. This is where romantic feelings come from. It is the love that is present at the beginning of relationships that's connected with sex and emotion. It is not so necessarily a lasting love, but it can turn into that. Eros love is madali siya. Madali kang na-attract to someone. The bad thing about this is that kung mabilis siyang nangyari sa'yo, mabilis rin siya mawala. It's like a kidlat. It's like a lightning strike. If it happens to you quickly, then it will also taken away from you quickly. So what does really true love mean? This is where the agape type of love sinks in. Agape love. Agape love is known to be the highest form of love. It is unconditional love. This is the greatest type of love and what people seek most often. It is a sacrificial love. Sacrificial love. It is a love that accepts you for who you are despite your flaws and imperfection, despite your weaknesses, despite your ugly side. It is pure and completely unselfish. And the best example for this is God's love for us, right? It's unconditional. The kind of love God has for us and the kind we ought to have for the one with whom we are in love. So, this is the greatest form of love. This is what it means to truly love. The kind of love where we ought to have for the one with whom we are in love is the agape love. Why? Because it is agape that Jesus is referring to when he says in John chapter 15 verse 13, "There is no greater love than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend." There's no other greater or better love than the agape love. There are people who are addicted to the feeling of love. without knowing that those feelings are very fleeting. Madali lang. Some are addicted to the idea na, this girl is so beautiful. I will pursue her kasi ang ganda niya, ang sexy pa. Jackpot! Uy, I want to have a relationship with that person because he is so rich and parayayaman din ako. Uy, napag-iwanan na ako. Most of my friends are having jowa na. Ako na lang wala pa. Mag-jowa na lang kaya ako kahit sino. It is easy for us to tell na we love someone because of their potentials, because of their beauty, because of their strengths, and maybe because of sexual chemistry. So here's something to chew. If you're wondering if you're in love with someone, try to figure out and ask yourself, when there is no sexual chemistry, what's left? Are you just in love with the feeling or the idea of the person, or are you in love with the whole person, including the ugly side, the weaknesses, and the imperfections? So according to Saint John Paul, in love there should be passion, meaning in order for love in a relationship to work, there should be passion, meaning eros type of love that must take place first, as he called it the raw sentiment of love. So meaning, you cannot say na, okay, I will love you, I will offer my life to you, pero walang feeling, walang emotion. Hindi pwede yan. So, in order to successfully have a relationship, it must be what? There should be love or passionate love that must take place first. It is the substances or the stuff that must be felt and experienced to last a relationship. And these are mostly the burning emotions, the chemistry, the butterflies, which later on turns to sweet conversations, the late night talks, the late night walk, the good morning, and the good nights. But it's just a starting point. So what if time gets tough? What if there are struggles that will come along the way? This is when real love takes root. This is where you can see, this is where you can realize if it is true love. Kapag may problema, sabihin ng isa na, nakakapagod na, wala na akong love na naramdaman. Okay, I'll just go because it's so tiring. Then, if he leaves you in the middle of a dilemma, in the middle of a challenge, in the middle of trouble, then it is not love. It is not true love. So, how would you know if it's true love? It will root. It will take root. It stays. It stays in the middle of pain. It stays in the middle of challenge. It stays even if there are troubles. Mananatili siya. Right? So just like planting, in order for a plant to take root and grow, there must be process. So yes, love is a process. Just like a plant, you need to take care of it by cultivating the soil and by watering it regularly. Also, when it comes to love, in order for real love to root, it is so essential to realize and apply the agape love, the kind of love God has for us and the kind we ought to have for the one with whom we are in love. That love is not just about feelings, not just about emotions, and not just about chemistry. To love is a feeling, but to stay in love is a choice. Right? And it isn't a choice to always put the other above yourself. And what it means to love the other above yourself? By helping them to be better, by helping them to get to heaven. To love the other above yourself is not about giving up your dignity and purity as a person. Of course, it is important to always help your partner get to heaven, meaning practicing chastity and modesty at all times and celebrate later on the gift of sexuality after the sacrament of marriage, right? So if you're in a relationship and you're sexually active, try to get that off. Try to stop that and realize if the relationship is still consistent, if the love is still there, because maybe you're just loving the person because of the driving emotion or because of the physical chemistry that you have with the other person. So try to check that, and yeah, God is merciful. He can always make everything new. So yes, to fully understand love, let us be reminded that the standard of love in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 to 8, this is the most exact definition of love, which is, now let's discuss. Love is patient, meaning it can wait, it respects, it is patient, it is not rushing. Second, love is kind. Love is kind. Ito ay mabuti. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking. Meaning love is, it always respects, it always gives peace, it always gives honor to others, right? It is not self-seeking, it is not giving yourself the pleasure without respecting someone's purity or dignity. It is not self-seeking, meaning it is selfless. It is just about giving and giving, right? Is not easily angered. Hindi nagagalit palagi. It keeps no record of wrong. Meaning, if you are to look at the people who are on the older generation, you can say na bakit sila nananatili, bakit sila nagtatagal. It's because they have accepted each other's flaws, each other's mistake, because they know that we are imperfect and no one is perfect. That the two person was being joined together by God because they are compatible to each other, right? So whatever negativity that your partner has done to you, love will really stay. Just like how God loves us. That is the most beautiful example of love, right? And next is love does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. Meaning, if you truly love someone, the both of you will be delighted if you are pursuing the path of truth, the path to holiness, the path to what God has in store for you, right? It is pure. It rejoices with truth. And next, it always protects. Yes, love always protects. Just like how you protect yourself, then you are also protecting the someone you love, right? It always trusts, even if you are far away from each other. Then, if you have just trust, then that's love. And it always hopes. It always hopes, even if the world is shrinking, even if the world is giving you a lot of trouble. If there is love, then it gives you hope. It always perseveres. Love is victorious. It always perseveres. Even if how bumpy the road is, if there is love, then it can overcome every struggles in life. And lastly, love never fails. Truly, love never fails. Why? Because it is God who never failed to love us first, right? Through the victory of the cross. Through the victory of the cross in which Jesus has offered his life to save us from sins, to save us from death in the afterlife, right? How do I know if I truly love someone? You are applying the agape love, in which it is unconditional. It is putting the other above yourself, taking care of that person above yourself by leading that person to the better path, by leading that person to get to heaven, right? It rejoices in truth. It gives you peace. Thank you so much, guys. And we have started this session about love. That I will continue making some contents about love, and let's discover the beauty of true love, the beauty of love. And I hope you have learned a lot of insights in this video. So thank you so much. See you on the next video. God bless you.